I think that a lot of us can agree that a huge part of the success of Path of Titans can be linked to its mod support. And part of the reason why I'm even making this video is for my appreciation towards the mod teams that push out mods for Path of Titans. Other than that, of course, a lot of the base game additions are cool too. However, not all the vanilla creatures are set to the same standards as others. However, due to the recent TLCs to some of the base game dinosaurs or creatures, they have been improving. Obvious example is the new Lambio TLC, completely changing how Lambio plays as well as adding a sexy model to finish it off. And soon as Truth will get its TLC too. But in my opinion, the community saved this game. Mod support and community servers are the reason I even play this game. This video isn't me explaining why I think the base game is shit. I do think that this game overall, just the base game, has been improving. More on that in a later video. What I do think is the community and mods have really helped this game out a lot. Sure, most games have some weird modding into them, and there's also good parts of it too, but I really think modding for this game has kind of just brightened up the game overall. Modding overall changes games better for worse, and I really think Path of Titans is one that really benefits from that, which is something I do want to talk about. I still play the base game dinosaurs for Path of Titans, but the majority of the time I do find myself playing as a modded creature on a community server. I only play on community servers. Just don't touch officials, please. The majority of my more recent Path of Titans content has been me playing as a modded creature. The one thing that these mod creators do right is having a lot of abilities to choose from. A lot of these base game dinosaurs have very little selection to what you can unlock and use. Although hopefully the dev team will give the rest of the roster the treatment they gave to Lambio. I just gotta say, after Lambio's TLC, it makes me want to play the dinosaur even more. More abilities equal more playability, which equals more people playing that species. It's simple. Primordial Tyrants, Exargilla, Wrath of Goliaths, Absenia, and Crimson Isle are some of the best and top tier mod creators / teams for Path of Titans, in my opinion at least. Creating the most well-designed models and abilities for players to enjoy on community servers, I expect nothing less from these mod teams. Great thing is, with so many mod teams, new mods are always coming out. It feels like every month we're getting something new and fresh, and these mod creatures feel better than the base game creatures, as well as the new abilities they possess, the animations, the sound design, and the skins. Not all of the modded creatures and dinosaurs outcompete the base game dinosaurs on how they feel. I do find a different sense of feeling whenever I am playing a modded creature, like just kind of the weight you carry around yourself as something that is modded. It definitely feels different. It's hard to explain. I guess a better way I can describe this is that I feel more heavier as the Primordial Tyrants T-Rex compared to the base vanilla T-Rex. And I think just the modded creatures have more fluid animations. I think that's also part of the reason I feel this way about mods. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the base game dinosaurs have really good animations and they still have a good field of playability, but for example, Iggy's bipedal run just doesn't work. I feel like I'm speaking for the community, but please bring back Iggy's quad run. It was so good. I prefer it so much to the bipedal run. That is the only reason I don't play Iguanon anymore. It's because of that. I just doesn't. Good, solid, and fluid animations are obviously one of the key aspects to any game. It's kind of the thing you're kind of seeing when you're playing a game, isn't it? That is where I feel like Path of Titans has really let us down by taking away Iggy's Quadra. Some of my personal favorite mods are the Primordial Tyrants T-Rex, Exargilla's Australopithecus and the Zeutoceratops, and Absentia's Acrocanthosaurus, the most sexiest mod of them all. What all these mods have in common, as I stated before, have an array of abilities. It is to the point where I'm really indecisive about which abilities I want to choose from, especially for Absentia's Acro. Recently, Path of Titans upgraded to Unreal Engine 5.3, and because all the mod creatures had to be taken down to be upgraded to the new engine, I found myself not playing the game at all for period of time. Sure, I can still play some of my favorite base game favorites like Lambio, Spino, or Achillo, just to name a few, but I just never got on for that time the mods were taken down. As of now, the mods have been updated and are back on the game, but without any mods up, it just made me realize I think that I also enjoy, or what I enjoy about mods is how much more diverse the game feels with them. Path of Titans already has a great roster, but with the introduction of even more species, it's fun to see what else is around every canyon or cliffside. It adds even more to the server's creature diversity, where it's to the point where the only apex carnivores I see aren't just T-Rex and Spino anymore, for example. And I love that. New ideas for abilities are being made too, and aren't just copy and paste of past abilities. What is also great is that mod teams aren't just adding new species that the base game doesn't have, they're also challenging themselves to make an alternative to playing a vanilla creature. For example, Primordial Tyrant Tyrannosaurus Rex outperforms the base vanilla game Tyrannosaurus Rex by having better abilities, more abilities, and in my opinion, a better model. Feilong's Packy rework, just like the PT Rex, outperforms the vanilla-based Pachycephalosaurus. By adding a better model and more abilities, Fei Long's Pachy rework should just replace the base game Pachy. Mods I feel like are the main reason this game is still kicking. Obviously there are other reasons, but I will discuss those in a later video. The community overall has made this game more enjoyable to play, and I believe that the mod support for this game will go far.